Zidane, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. It's time once again to play some more Final Fantasy XIV. So yeah, obviously last time we got pretty far. Uh, so obviously we finished up the stuff with the Rite of Succession. So now we just are continuing on the adventure with Erenville for some reason. I imagine that we're going to be having Estinian join us, but I'm also wondering who else might be joining us, because I feel like we haven't seen Y'shtola, we haven't seen what's his name? I don't know why I'm forgetting names right now, but yeah. Alright. The friend, I take it. Sorry to have kept you both waiting. Unruly wildlife, unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. So, also been a rise in robberies targeting merchants. As a result, we've got a lengthy list of folks wanting to use our Ronik. Which is why I have to ask that you stop at this thing, the springs. That's fine, of course, but why haven't the Dust Watch dealt with this banditry? Kamika and his fellows are doing what they can, but they reckon the bandits are operating as a gang. Rounding them all up's easier said than done. If you have anything of value, you'll want to take care. Thank you for the warning. We'll be sure to stay vigilant. Right then. If you're ready to set off, I'll see you on your way. Alright. Let's ride the Runic. Yay! Oh, these things are cool. I like these. I want this is this is your first time, so let's take it slow and take care of it. Not to let it toss you. I continue to be struck by how much Shaloni has changed. That town we just visited wasn't even here several years ago. With a few reliable opportunities to replenish water supplies, travelers turn to Noplanders? Oh yeah. Not just the water in their stems mined, but their fruits are also said to be both nutritious and delicious. See that hole there? Some might hope to find water there, but flames a spectacle, inspiring cautionary tale to the wandering close. The lucky, meanwhile, show great reverence to ceruleum and its blue flames. But that is a discussion for another time. We're here. A good thing for these Ronig. Go. No sooner did we dismount than the next passengers are already on their way. They really are short on Ronig. Now then. Now, between streams, I did go to every single location, and I did get the aetherites as well as all of the aether flows, or aether currents, whatever they're called. This is the Shishinwiz Springs, perhaps the busiest town here in Shaloni. People travel here from all over hoping to find their fortune. The change come to Husatawi was surprising enough, but this is no less impressive. They've achieved great deal in these 3 years I've been away. 3 years? It's really only been 3 years since you left. That's insane. Wait. So, he left right around the same time that the head of Reason died. The next station is on the eastern side of town, but there should still be time before the next train departs. Okay. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Iyate is her name, and she learned that I passed through while saying a word, without saying a word. She'd never let me hear the end of it. She set out from our village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she traveled about Tyrol. I can but assume she too came here seeking greater opportunities. In any case, let us see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. Says you're saying to the person who has blue hair. So he left right around the same time that the head of Reason died. I'm assuming that it was shortly before. Okay, so look out for someone with blue hair. There's a lot of people over here, but it looks like that might not be anything with what I'm doing. Here we go. Yes, I'm, Leot, and who might you be? She's a friend of, she's my friend. Yeah. Could it be? Goodness, it is! Erinville, yes. A man grown. You were such a darling little thing as a child. You know it's only been 3 years since the last we spoke. Really? Only 3? I suppose it all starts to get hazy after a while. Living as long as we do. Wait, how long do they live? Well, this is, Yacht. She's known my mentor since they were children. Oh, so this is not your mentor, this is just someone, yeah. Nice to meet you. Never thought I'd see the day when you travel with company. You really have grown, Elinspia. Elinspia. So that's his real, or his... Is that what they call you here? Let me guess, birth name? Alright. I was born Elenspia. Adopted a new name when I became a gleaner. One that adheres to Eastern Vera conventions, so as to avoid drawing attention. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Given that this is my homecoming, it was only a matter of time before you found out, nevertheless. I would appreciate it if you would continue using my chosen name. A homecoming. You know, I've been thinking about paying the old stamping grounds a visit myself. It would be a good to see Ki again. She's the finest archer I know. Elenspia's mother and mentor. Every time I dropped by, she'd treat us to a veritable feast, prepared with fresh game she hunted herself. Oh, so she's... You're impressive with the bow too, Liat. even among the Shitona. Oh, I couldn't compare to yeah, that. I don't know how to pronounce that. Kakiwa? Kakiwa? That's what my brain is saying. But her skill arm pales in comparison to her knowledge of nature. That's what earned her a place among the Galul Jaja's traveling companions, after all. Oh, so she's one of them. Okay. She was always the inquisitive sort, but her journey across Dural lit a fire in her. Even after Lenspia was born, she often left him in my care so that she could embark on another expedition in search of the unknown. Oh, how you would cry and beg to take you along. It must have been hard on you. Iate, please. What? We're all friends here, aren't we? Oh. No matter how many times he asked, the answer was always the same. You can come when you prove you're a true explorer. Thus did she test me with finding the Golden City. Despite my best efforts, all paths led nowhere. I assumed it was but a dreamer's fancy, a ploy to goad me into experiencing the wider world. And then you found it. But it was real, and we found it. You found it? As part of the rite of succession, I assumed everyone had heard. That's amazing! Oh, she'll be thrilled! And eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. Most likely, that's fine. Well, we should be on our way. Thank you so much for stopping by. Give my best. Help, I need help. Uh-oh. What was that about? We'll investigate. Please wait here. So, I'm wondering then if he is going to actually start using the bow or something like that. No doubt these are the infamous local bandits. Please, you have to help. I've been robbed. It's Nami, Wuklamot's nursemaid. Ernville, Hullbully. Come any closer and we'll slit her throat from ear to ear. If you so much as nick her skin, you won't live to regret it. Oh, yeah? Hold on. Did he say this is Wuklamot's nursemaid? Maybe this ain't such a good idea. Take the goods to the boss. We'll deal with this. Please. You have to give it back. We'll deal with her. Okay. Okay. So we lost connection there for a sec. Looks like we are back though. So cocky bastard, I'll hang him by the ears and feed the old woman to the dogs. We can deal with them later. First we need to put this one in the dirt. More accurately, I will put you in the dirt. No, one sec. Let's do this real quick. Oh, wait. That's better. Okay. Okay. Let's move. So we're following the bandits back to their hideout. Or at least a group of bandits, I should say. I have a feeling that's going to be a lot of them. Oh, you set up in a church. You're dumb. Oh, no, not a church. Not in a church, but close. Okay. Thank you. I don't know what would have done without you. The bandit managed to get away, but I have an idea of where they were where they're headed. You said they stole something from you. My bracelet. It was a parting gift from Wiclamot. I see. Close as you two were, I can only imagine how much it meant to you. But what brings you all this way? With the right of succession ended and Wiclamot crowned the next Dawn Servant, she is ready to stand on her own. I told her as much, and my plans to return home to Yasulani. She gave me the bracelet that I might always remember our time together. It filled me with such joy. I wanted everyone to know. Everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the vow of resolve, and now it's gone. I would have let them take every coin to my name if only they had left me that bracelet. I would ask what you intend to do, but I know that look. We're getting that bracelet back. Please, you mustn't put yourself in harm's way for my sake. You do realize that I've kicked tons of asses already. I can assure you, no harm will come to us. Hullabaloo will make certain of that. I understand your methods can be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint. Lest you find yourself on the wrong side of the law, perhaps I should come as well. To be sure, all proceeds as it should. I don't know what to say. I can see why Wiclamot puts so much faith in you. But anything else? Before anything else, let's see her back to Shenshiniwezi Springs. Shenshiniwei, yeah, that. She'll be safer in town, and with Liat there to keep an eye on her, we should have nothing to worry about. Thank you, both of you. So no blue quests yet, right? Yeah. I'm assuming that we'll be getting them soon. My guess at the earliest, though, is probably after we defeat the one guy. I don't know. Probably after we get the bracelet back, probably? I don't know. Renville told me what happened, and you needn't worry about Namika. If those bandits should find us, I'll kick up a fuss and see them driven off. The bracelet meant everything to her, and those bandits wouldn't care even if they knew. Makes me sick. But at least she's safe, and I know you'll set things right. Well, I'm gonna kick their asses. Interesting. Alright, let's go and recover that bracelet. While I have nothing to but contempt for these bandits, as this involves a gift from Wiclamont, we must be mindful how our actions might reflect upon her. I doubt Namika would find joy in the return of a said gift if lives were taken in the process. I mean, if it comes to violence, I ask that you stop short of killing them. The rest we can leave to the Dust Watch. Oh, but I have this. I may have saved the star on occasion. You saved the star? That's a bold claim to make, but if true, that certainly speaks to your strength. If your curiosity has been sated, then please indulge mine. Is there anything you can tell us about these bandits? Let's see. Well, of late there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Tonatewi to the southwest. Is that the old mining town that was abandoned? That's the one. Now that ceruleum extraction is big business, no one wants to waste their time picking at the dried up veins there. Sounds like the perfect lair for bandits, not to mention that the one with the bracelet fled in that direction. So you'll be investigating the place? I can let the Dust Watch know if you like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. There's something I'd like to ascertain, if you've no objections. Okay. Right then, let's be off. I'm kind of surprised, though, that I haven't gotten another set of gear. Like, granted, most likely the next set of gear will be about 96. But, and this, let's see, am I still at, yeah, I'm still on the 95 quests. I'm going to be 98 before we hit 96. I guarantee it. At this rate. And I think that you have to do, like, a certain, you have to do a certain story quest before, you unlock the 98 quest for the class quests. I think in, when I'm off stream for a bit, I am definitely going to just level up Reaper. That way it's just, I can just take care of that next time. Ah, frick. You know, I really think they should have made it so that Blue Mage was, able to join you at max level before this whole stuff happened, because this feels like something that Blue Mage would want to do. It seems the bandits have claimed this place for themselves. I wonder if you can do trust as a Blue Mage. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think that you can get either to 80 or 90 now. That's a Blue Mage. They've made no attempt to conceal their presence. How can the Dust Watch have not noticed by now? A question for another time. First, we must find the bracelet. I don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're in one of the buildings. Ramshackle as they are, it should prove a simple thing to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If you would go and have a look about, I'll keep watch for trouble. Yeah, if I do need to fight someone, I could just kick their asses. The problem is that he wants me to not kill anybody. So I have to be sneaky. The bandits will not notice you here. You can safely eavesdrop on inside. As you lean in to listen, you begin to pick up voices in the muffled chatter. Don't know where we'd be without him. Probably shoveling sand and praying we'd strike it rich. Ain't that the truth? Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. No, and we've got a boss who can keep the dust watch off our backs, huh? Hey, watch what you say. The wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Maybe so, but who'd ever believe one of them sated souls was running our crew? That drunk who bought your story about the gold-shitting alpaca, am I right? So the leader of the bandits is definitely the guy, right? Probably. Oh, whoopsie. Did not mean to fight. Okay. Alright, let's see here. What's gonna happen? Let me out of here, you bastard. Zekawa? Shut your mouth, you sniveling little brat. Make me. I'll get you I'll get you all back for framing my friends. The vulture most of all. You tell him he can eat shit. How about we give you the chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. Okay, so Zekawa's in trouble. So I'm assuming this is the one that has the person that we're looking for. You hear someone entering the room on the other side. I've brought back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Have a look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? Bet it was made by a famous artisan. You idiot! How are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please, come on. Please, please, I'm sorry. Bang. Reckon we could find a sailor who won't ask questions. Sell it for a song. Here, your reward. And don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss. Thank you. Sounds like we got our person. Finished, are you? Let's retreat for now. So were you able to learn anything? Yeah, pretty much. The leader of the Dust Watch is also the frickin' leader of the bandits. Their leader is a man of the Dust Watch? And that would explain why these bastards have been able to do as they please. And you say they gave the bracelet to him? It seems we have our work cut out for us. Did you hear anything else of note? Zekawa's been captured. That's the boy who confronted the officers in town, isn't it? And you say they threatened to take him to speak with the Vulture, their leader's alias, no doubt. Fitting for a man who preys on the helpless. That's absolutely true. Well then, not only do we have a better idea of who's behind the recent rash of robberies, the Hutsatawi, but we also know where he has the bracelet. Retrieving it without bloodshed will prove difficult, though, if he's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings. We need him alone. You're right. If we confront him without his henchmen around, a violent outcome is all but guaranteed. I might have a plan. There's a small settlement to the southeast of here. Oh my gosh, these names are insane. Meet me there and I'll explain everything. I don't even know how to pronounce these things. Like, it's hard enough to read regular names. Are you kidding me? Wait, oh, that's the bridge. I'm just losing my mind. I'm like, what the yeah. Wild? Why are these things specifically mentioning that they're wild? I don't know. Do I want to take that one on? Yeah, we're gonna take it on. Oh, cool. Someone else is here. How nice. Claw. And a hammer. I think it's funny that they call it monochrome tones, because It's basically turning the white to black. It's just, I don't know, that's just funny to me. I think it's important to always keep at least one white in the chamber, because it's always in case you do activate Scenic Muse, you do want to make sure that it is gonna give you a good buff. Bada bing, bada boom. Wait, is that my first fate in here, or my... No, that's my second one, right? Oh no, this is my third. Okay. Okay. I guess I've been doing more here than I thought I did. To be fair, I think I did some, basically to... I think I did one the other day, because a lot of people were already doing one. And it was the one, I think it was one that I did on stream as well. But, yeah. Alright. Hey, Heronville. How you doing? If we're to retrieve the bracelet without conflict, it won't be done barging in through the front door. We'll have to lure him out. Yeah. To do that, we'll avail ourselves of Yehikya, dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. It's their breeding season, you see, and the males will flock to the scent of female and heat. With a few ingredients and a sample of their feces, I can create an attractant that resembles this scent when burned. Oh, interesting. We can then lure that into the bandit's hideout, flushing out the vulture and his gang. I'm afraid I must ask you to collect the... Yeah. Of course you're gonna have me gather the excrement. Before you say anything, I do not ask this because of any aversion to feces. It would simply be easier for me to find the specific species of wild plants we require. Here, take these 3 pouches, see them filled, and I will handle the rest. Why am I the one who has to deal with the feces, though? I understand that you know more about the plants, but yes. Oh, that's what they're talking. Okay. What the hell? There we go. Foul-smelling nest. Yeah, probably ginger. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Almost there. Stay on target. Do, 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 do. Alright, hey, Aaronville. Finished already, are we? Yeah, I didn't want to deal with this. Jerk. Ugh. Excellent, this will do nicely. All that's left is to mix the feces with the tumble claw fibers, dried nopple tender root, and generous helping of animal fat. Come, let us get back to Tone 10. Yeah, that. Okay. Still no blue quest. Why do I still not have a blue quest? Like I said, I'm probably gonna get it after taking care of the I'll probably get, yeah, I'm guessing that most of the blue quests will happen after. Probably most of the quests will actually happen after I deal with this entirely, because the fact that it's just, yeah. Alright. Before we actually start this, I'm going to do a quick setup. Alright, let's do this. Still 95, really? A fair number to be gathered inside. Now's our chance. I will keep watch from here. The attraction I leave to you. Toss it into the bonfire near the middle. Huh? Okay. Of course I have to do everything. So, will this be a duty, or will it be a okay, it just looks like it's a regular thing. You know what? We're gonna just take care of these guys right quick. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, and cutscene. Here we go. What's that smell? What the hell? Oh. Ugh, that reeks! What did you put in the fire? Wasn't me, I swear. Here they come. Ugh, did something die? Someone want to explain? Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Why is my character acting surprised? Like, everyone knew this was coming. Like, the only character that we get, the only bad guy we get a name of. Boss! Over there! Huh? Oh no! What in the world? Ah! Run for your lives! Smoke's what drew them here. I swear when I find out who did this. That would be me. Time to kick your ass. I'd say our friends have stirred up enough trouble. Time to retrieve the bracelet. Yep. Can I kick his ass, please? Hey, what's going on out there? I'm still in here in case you've forgotten. Satya, we'll be back for you. What? You gotta get me out of here now! They're gonna kill me! Nah. I'm begging you, please! Shh, they'll hear you. Speaking of. Shit, who was that? Hey, we know who it is now, so we're good. Hey, are you gonna help me or what? The bracelet must wait. Let's break him out of the and withdraw for now. I think it's fine. We could just... We know who it is now, and we can kick his ass anytime. All that effort and not to show for it. Sorry about that, but damn, I didn't think anyone would have the balls to take on the vulture. Eh. You're right, she doesn't have balls. No need to apologize. We were planning to save you eventually. Really? I don't even know who you are. You're secret admirers of mine or something? No. I'm just having fun with you, but I do appreciate the help. This man they call the Vulture, I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town? The one same. When he's not masquerading as the gang leader, he serves as deputy chief of the Dust Watch. That would explain why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture. You're trying to get back some of the vultures, something the vulture stole, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do after you bailed me out of there. I have an idea where he's hid his cash. Reckon he's headed there now too. We can go together. I've got a score to settle with him myself. I doubt that you do. I don't doubt that you do, but we need to know what it is first. Will you tell us? Right. So those bandits at that place, they're called the Daybreakers, and it was me and my friends that found the group. That founded the group. Wait, what? But it was into gang of cutthroats, not back then. We just wanted to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers in the being exploited by the mining concerns, folk who I needed help to even the odds. That was 3 years ago, and when we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how, with a duel. I see. By the old laws, anyone who loses a duel must be held to account for their crimes, even those in positions of authority. And we made damn sure they did, every time. Even, before we knew it, our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. Then about a year ago, the Vulture and his thugs showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question. But when he showed them how they could make a fortune easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers are nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on the people who it was created to protect. I talked it over with my friends, Kiwikana and Luane. Li Wine? And we all agreed the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel. And he accepted. I still remember how he gloated that he'd win. But when the day came, he showed up with the Dust Watch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. As if that wasn't enough, he set their bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. With them locked away, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Dust Watch. And that's why you were ready to challenge him in the middle of town. I was, until that guy with the spear stopped me. No sooner had I stepped out of town than the Vulture's minions caught me by surprise. They took me prisoner then. Well, you know the rest. You said the Dust Watch would be of no help. Are they all working for the Vulture then? No, not all of them. The Sheriff Kamaka, he's as honest as they come. A staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chiefs, who do you think he'd believe? Well, if he knows where the Vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think? Quite possibly. Let's do it. For what it's worth, I have a plan, but I can't do it alone. A plan? All I ask is that you hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting for you at the springs. I guess we could decide what to do after he gives us the pitch. It's still so weird to me just how massive all of the guns are for a machinist. Like, the only one that is actually, like, a decent size is the one for the, Garo quest line. At least as far as I'm aware. The rest are all just freaking massive. I don't know. Are the only two ones? Yeah, that's weird. Good, you're here. This is where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. Wild banana blend. Interesting. Here he is. Well, well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's the only option for someone with his authority. Yeah, he moves the spoils in cerulean barrels, where no one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of fuel to Tuliolo, where they're sold off. You said he stole a bracelet of yours, right? If he knows you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'd trust a lackey with that bracelet, given the provenance of the piece. No, I'll wager it's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he's got coin in hand. I wasn't sure what to make of you after that, but I'm glad to see you're moving. You're more than an impulsive child. Well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. But there's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. I wish that there was some more voice cutscenes. Why the heck is there one cut? First, we need to lure him away from here over to that place. Would be ideal for that. I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for the other to search the barrels for any stolen goods, and using that will expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if I'm carrying the bracelet, but regardless, there'll be time enough to find it once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign innocence? Well, he'll try, and that's when I'll challenge him to a duel. A duel? That approach didn't work out so well with your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wriggle out of it, like before. Every man, woman, and child of the wilds understands the importance of duels in the old ways. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. But wouldn't you be breaking the law by using a firearm in town? It's not as if we'd be using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. What's important is that I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the vulture. The plan's not without flaws, but what do you think? I say let Sekawa have his duel. Thanks. I sure was lucky running into you two, into the two of you. You won't regret this, I promise. If you're satisfied, then so am I. I knew I could count on you. Alright, I'm assuming I'm going to search the barrels and such. Oh, Tenya. So it's probably best I stay and search the barrels. Oh, so I guess you're going. Then you're with me. Tell the vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Even if he suspects a trap, he won't be able to resist taking the bait. You'll want to buy your friend as much time as possible and make your way to that place. Once you've gotten the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. Alright then, let's go. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's talk to this idiot. What's his angle? you're saying all this out loud, aren't you? Was it an unfamiliar face in these parts? Have you need of the dust wash, miss? What? Zekawal tried to rob you, but you apprehended him? I see. So desperate was he to see his friends free from prison. He turned to a life of crime. How awful. You have my sincerest thanks, miss. Might I trouble you to take me to him? Okay. Not that this is an appropriate time for me to play tour guide, but if you insist, is home to the thriving cerulean mining industry. The prospect of easy coin has attracted some undesirables, though. Uh-huh, says the undesirable. So wait, can I... Oh, I bet there's a... Mm-hmm. Maybe you're gonna get on a mount because it is quite a distance over there. And I don't think you can. Well, you might be able to mount up. Is this the place? I don't see him. Let's see. Very well, lead on. Okay. Okay, I see what happens. Okay. There's gold in these fields, blue gold. But be wary of beasts in these parts. They may prefer to snack on ceruleum, but for you, I reckon they make an exception. Alright. Hello, destination. Is this the place then? Sorry, I'm still learning my way around. Is this some sort of joke of all the... Let's keep moving. You impatient little bastard. What the fuck is that? Holy shnikey. It's one of the big guys. Just better be the place. Ah, now I remember. My patience was wearing thin, miss. If he isn't in the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something to you. Something you and I both would both dearly regret. Alright. I assume I need to get into the town then. Yeah, no wonder that, like... I have to draw him so freaking close. Cut the chit chat. Aw, you don't like my little adventure? How sad. Where is he? In town. I don't see him anywhere. Where is Zekawa? Tell me where he is, or I'll bury you in the same grave. Confound it, he must have escaped. That's it. I've had it with these games. I've had it with you. Hey. You looking for me? If you want to place me under arrest, you'll have to work a little harder. You'll be begging for a cell by the time I'm done with you. Sure he will. Sure. How much you want to bet?
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
That voice sounds familiar. I didn't realize it before, but it sounds familiar. I'm not certain who it is off the top of my head.
Well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag! So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shisenuetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
You're so dumb. You just freaking said exactly what it was.
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Oh, come off it. I saw you with the bracelet.
What's the meaning of this, Wahoote?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only 'cause I found it. I swear. They're The real criminals, they concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Wahute, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it!
Let your pistols do the talking!
Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
You refuse then? A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
True that.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this.
Come on, Zekawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
High noon. Oh, that's a cute crab.
Oh, you little shit!
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, Vulture.
Ah.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wihute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense.
Nice.
You're free to go.
Nice.
As are your friends.
Ah, you're not such a bad guy after all.
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Wow, I was
Those who
not
have
expecting
broken
that
the law
name.
will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zekawa? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Nice.
Here, This was Vawuk Lamotte's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes. A person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the vulture.
Not a problem. That ended up being rather more complicated than I expected. But all's well that ends well. Phew, finally it's over. I could have brought him to justice without your help. I couldn't have. Yeah, I was like, what? You could have? I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Still 955. Oh, and we've got Blue Quest. Nice. Now that we have the bracelet, let's return to the Sheshin Wezi Springs. Will you be staying there long? I'd like to give you a proper thanks after I find my friends. We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the spring then. Okay. So there is a blue quest. One there. One over there. Okay. Say, aren't you the one who stirred up a fuss in town not long ago? I could use a capable hand like yours, if you'd be willing to lend it. The name is Dawntrail. Dawntrail. I'm not from around here, truth be told. I live in that place. I'm just here visiting my grandson. I was excited to see him after so long, but then I spied him dealing with some unsavory-looking man, exchanging unusually large sums of money. I confronted him about what I saw, but he'll say little more than it's just a misunderstanding, then grumble as he changes the subject. I realize this is sudden, but could you see if there's anything to be done to help him? He's in trouble, I just know it. Oh, the weight's been lifted off my heart. Bless you, miss. His name is Zitiqua. Last I saw him, he was heading inside this here saloon, the Tun Wat with a red cap, pulled down over his face to cover those bruises. Most like he can't miss 'em. Upstairs, probably? Yep, there he is. Okay. A new face in town, eh? Well, I forgot about that. Thinks I'm in trouble, does he? There he goes, jumping to conclusions as usual. Thought I'd be less of a hassle if I didn't tell him. Truth is, I've been helping other folk in town with their money troubles. Matter of fact, the man you saw leaving just a moment ago was one of my clients. I should probably explain from the beginning. My work involves loaning gil to folks having trouble with coin for one reason or another. There's a reason I don't lend them pale, but I'll get to that in a moment. My family lived here long before there was ever a town here, but then people moved in and they started expanding. Before long, his family approached us about selling our land. It was around the time when trade overseas was gaining in popularity. I had on good authority that Gil was on its way to becoming common currency here in the wilds. So I decided to sell the land for Gil and use those funds to start my business. Sure enough, everything went as expected, and the business is starting to do well. It's not without its troubles, and as money is involved, but I never lend to any unsavory types. Why not simply explain all this to your grandfather? The whole point of me keeping quiet was so that I wouldn't make him worry. Seems my silence only made things worse. He found himself in a real tight corner once. Gil's what got him there, and now he wants nothing to do with the stuff. When I told him about my idea to sell the land, the moment Gil came out of my mouth, the whole mood turned sour. He said he'd put everything in my name, and whatever happens after that is on me. It's not exactly easy to bring up my work when it involves the one thing he seems to hate more than anything. But once it's time I change. Maybe it's time I change that. This job does more than just put food on the table. I'm able to help people. Help this town. But now But how do I get him to see that? I've got it. You're going to come and watch me work. Oh, joy. He did send you here to help me, didn't he? I promised to make it worth your while. Halibally. Well, Halibally, our first job is to go and see a miner named Wakawaz. He had a pretty bad accident on the job a while back. Had no money for treatment, or much of anything really, so I loaned him the gil he needed to keep on his feet. But now it's well past time he returns what he owes, and he hasn't said a word. There's been time enough for him not only to return back to work, but also receive his wages several times, in fact. He usually comes here into town when he's not working, and his shift ends soon. Meet me just outside of town. If we're lucky, we'll catch him just as he arrives. You're here for the money. I was gonna pay, honest. I just mixed up the dates is all. Can we settle this later? I'm busy. I know you're lying, Quasi. You're not going anywhere until you can look me in the eye and tell me why you're late paying me back. He's obviously hiding something, but I'm not looking to start trouble. I don't suppose there's something you can do. Persuade him. Maybe a little flex will show him we're serious. Oh my gosh, really? That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Don't make me do most gentlemanly. You get... Look at those arms. They're absolutely hard neck muscles. Fine, fine. Just put all that away. I think it's funny because he technically has bigger muscles than me. Oh, yeah. It's all here, and with interest. you had the money, why go through all the trouble of avoiding me? When I was still on the mint, my lady friend took really good care of me, see. I wanted to buy her something fancy to thank her, and well, I understand, really I do. But if you really want to make her happy, you need to get your life together. I'm willing to give you a loan one last time, but we're going to have a long talk about how to manage your saving first. You're right. What good am I to her if I'm out on the street without a gill or even a pell to my name? I'll give it some thought, and we can talk later. I can't blame him for wanting to show his appreciation to a loved one, but it's no excuse to get carried away with all his spending. So what do you think of my job? The money I loaned him paid for his treatment and supported him through his recovery. That has to count for something, right? I'm still not convinced. I mean, to be fair, loans and stuff are kind of well, there's always a next client. When you're ready, we can be on our way. And there we go. So basically, I guess his quest line is just to being a freaking loan shark, I guess. I don't know. Meeting of the spirits. Maybe I ought to start doing these blue quests as... Nah, it's fine. I can do other things to get Reaper up high enough. Welcome, traveler. I wonder if while you are out exploring, you might be able to do me a small favor. There's a cave network nearby where my daughter has gone to offer her prayers, but she's forgotten the all-important fish oil candle. I don't know why I'm doing the southern accent so much. It's so dumb, but yeah. Okay, so I just need to deliver a candle. This should be nice and quick. Oh yeah, I can't fly yet. Alright, so I'm assuming then... probably... a few more... probably a few more MSQ quests, and then we get the freaking thing. Oh! So this quest line is basically the one that's going to be dealing with the, this cave. Or, I don't think it's a cave, I think it's just a ravine or something. What does it say? What is it freaking again? It's the canyon, that's what they call it. I think it's funny though that they call this a canyon. It's so small. I don't know. Like maybe I'm just desensitized to it because of the Grand Canyon, but you came all this way to deliver this. I'm awful grateful to you. and to my ma for realizing I'd forgotten to bring the candle. You see, these caverns are sacred ground. We're here to, we were come to pray to our ancestors and the more recently deceased. These flames provide the living a way to commune with the dead. And thanks to you, I can light a candle of my own and say a little prayer. Since you're here, maybe you could stand before the flames and offer a few words to your departed loved ones. It don't matter where you're from. All spirits are welcome here, living or dead. Oh. You know, I was actually kind of thinking of doing some, like, I was thinking that you would actually do something there, and then, like, think about, like, all the friends that we've lost, like Papa Limo. Like Papa Limo. Like Papa Limo. Freaking. Why does nobody talk about Papa Limo? I just. I don't know. And also, why am I forgetting his name? It's been so long. Also, Moonbrita. Yeah, Moonbrita, Papa Limo, and, like I said, I don't remember what his name is. Or what, yeah. The one Ishgard guy. You know, thinking about it, actually, there really haven't been that many deaths that were really impactful. Like, there are people who have died throughout the game, but as a whole, not a whole lot of them are really super important. Oh, I got, yeah, also Minfilia. Why am I forgetting Minfilia? Okay. And there we go. So I guess there is no quest line for that. Alright. Namika. Yeah, I'm just gonna teleport there. Which one was that? Oh, that one. That's right. Hey, Namika. Thank you. My bracelet, thank you so much. This is more than just a gift. It is a part of me. I could never hope to replace it. Truly, Wilclamont is blessed to have such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it that way. I prefer to think of us more as long-standing acquaintances. Wow, rude. Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond, though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Can't say I'm surprised the deputy chief turned out to be the bandits' leader. I always knew something wasn't right about him. An easy claim to make with the gift of hindsight. There you are. The real Daybreakers have arrived. I'd like you to meet my two best friends, Kui Kana and Li Wine. If it wasn't for you believing in Sekawa and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it was to see that bastard who they put behind bars. We never gave up hope that Sekawa would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now, and lacking in strength besides. Some outlaws might see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone should give the Dust Watch the slip, the Daybreakers will be there. We'll train night and day so no one will get the better of us ever again. Isn't that right? Right. And you'll teach us how to draw your pistols so fast. How you draw your pistol so fast, won't you? Well, we won't need to duel if all goes as it should. But on the off chance it doesn't, we'd best make sure everyone can match or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and once one of these days, I'll be sure to repay it. On that, you have my word. Until we meet again. I can't speak for the life of me. If you'll excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to rest. As I'll be here a while yet, though, do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance. Were you not planning to take the train home? Oh, train service has been suspended, didn't I tell you? You mentioned no such thing! Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnel was closed as well. An earthquake? It must have happened when we were still down south. There have been quite a few tremors of late, and rather large ones struck not long before you two arrived. I can only hope no one was hurt. At any rate, if you want to know when service will resume, you could speak with the station master yourself. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Let's do that. The station's just over there. Yeah, something doesn't feel right, does it? Wait, that's the... No, that's not the station. What are we doing? Oh, it's just a... Seems people aren't too happy about the train delays.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
Hey, what's wrong?
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
Not complain, more offer solutions.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions, and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
Yeah.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
Uh-oh.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
Yeah.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
I see.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Me too, because I'm...
Seriously? You're offering to help?
Yeah, he's a gleaner, and I'm a warrior of light.
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand, too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful.
In fact, we would...
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
How much you want bet Stidian is here?
Sorry for dragging you into this.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's not here.
There they are. That's them, the 2 volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe. And this grizzled mug is Zapia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Nice.
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Something the matter?
Oh, shit.
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Holy shit, they are them, aren't they? That is insanity.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber. We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Tiarayonan Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first. Come on, no time to waste.
So, like, we don't see too many people like that, but I'm kind of... Huh. We don't see too many people that connect between the two worlds. I wonder if that's a coincidence. Though no small number live in Shaloni, I must confess that I've never visited the home of the Hetsuro. As they largely live in accordance with older traditions, I suspect they may have a dim view of the railroads. Oh, sweet. I'm about to get my next weapon. Come, let's follow Walika. There's another station on the way, so be sure to drop in. The train won't be in the depot, but you can still see it from the outside. I'm quite taken with the sleek design of the head end myself, though if you peek through the windows, you can probably catch a glimpse of... Enough jabbering, Shenza. Thanks to these two, we finally have some real work to do. Let's get to it. We'll see you later. I suppose there's no harm stopping at the station on the way, after all. I kind of love it whenever I get the freaking snowman. It's just so dumb. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. That's probably fine. I'll just give it to her later. Yeah. I think. Or am I done? I think I'm done with that. Or am I? No, I think that's what I'm currently working on. I could be wrong. I'll double check when I get there. It's fine. I'll check that on Tuesday. Cool. I kind of want to look at the train. Must confess, the train is an impressive sight. How easily it must be to ship goods. Yeah. Right. Is the northeast of here. Let's continue on. I want to take a look at the train real quick. Can I? Or do I just... Of course it's blocked. It's... Is there any way in here? No. Blocked, blocked. Yeah, these are all blocked. I'm assuming that once I have flight, I can get in there. But, yeah. Alright, so I'm assuming that the last two blue quests will probably be over there. Alright. I wonder what this weapon's gonna look like, actually. Oops, did not mean to do that. I need to take care of my inventory, actually. Or my gear, I should say. Walika. Hello. Ah, there you are. This village, the village is just up ahead. Truth be told, I've never had direct dealings with the people of Mewat Zone, but I do know that their traditions mean a great deal to them, as does the land. I'm kind of curious about timing when it comes to the story, because I know that a few years have passed. Or at least I think it's been a few years. If it's not been more than a few years over the course of this entire story, I'm going to be in shock. Obviously, I've been subscribed for more than a few years, so yeah. Such lovely clean air. It feels like a treat after the... Frau. The water nearby is just as pristine. It's a paradise for people and animals both. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Greetings, travelers, and welcome. I am Huato, chief of Watson, and this is my son, Shepto. A pleasure to meet you. I thank you for the warm welcome, and I apologize for the sudden intrusion. I am Walika, station master of the Dawntrail railing. The recent earthquake has damaged our tracks, and we require timber to make repairs. This is Hollowpally and Aaronville, who have volunteered to assist us with the restoration effort. You have a most curious air about you, of oil and steel and tanned leather, and the faintest hint of meadows awash with unfamiliar flora. I gather you are not from these lands. I hail from Mayorzia. I'm a traveler of the star. Truly, I would love to know more of you and the lands you have seen. I'd be honored. I am told your people hold your traditions in the highest, yet I gather you are curious about those of others as well. But of course, nature is boundless, as is our love for her lands and her children. The Hetso, in particular, have done much to guide our way of life. Where to hunt and to gather, to lay our heads, the Hetsaro teach us all. The Hetso teach us all these things and more. It is for that reason I believe that we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. I see. That word, Hetso, it means leader of souls in the Hetsaro tongue. Does it not? It does. There are many creatures revered as Hetso among the Hetsaro. Here we look to the Ronique for guidance. However, as you may have gleaned from our use of Aetherites, while we are committed to our traditions, this does not mean we reject all outside influences. That said, there are certain things that give us pause. We will furnish you with the timber you require, but first, as neighbors in this land, we ask that you indulge us in a discussion. We'd be glad to, of course. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests come such a long way, and my son is always delighted to hear their tales. Now, if you'll follow me. Okay. I'll speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. The Ronique have made the potential for danger plain. As you have heard, their temperament has become erratic of late. A stableman near that mentioned that. Do you know what has caused this? We have our suspicions. Since others were drawn to this land by Ceruleum, Shaloni has undergone a transformation. And the railroads are a part of that. As long as strong and resilient as they may seem, Ronique are sensitive creatures. The roar of the trains as it thunders through the plains may well cause them distress. As my father said, we do not necessarily reject outside influences or innovations, but in this, we can't help but worry. Understandably, I thank you for being forthright. This matter concerns not only the Hetsaru, but all of Shaloni. Perhaps we should bring it to the attention of Valcona. Valcona, you say? We know him only through rumors, but he is apparently, how shall I put this? Hard-headed and aloof. He values technology advancements and efficiency to the detriment of all else. Mind your tongues, Shepto. No, that's an accurate statement. Well, there is a grain of truth to that, to the rumor. He is not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. Correct. His journeys have changed him for the better. He's a bit awkward, so he tends to be misunderstood. So he tends to get misunderstood. He's a passionate man who cares for his people, like his sister. Is that so? That is certainly the side of him we weren't aware of. Halavali fought beside Valcona in the Rite of Succession. I take her word over rumors. You took part in the Rite of Succession? You were that close to the Dawn Servants? I was grateful for any help, but I had no idea I had recruited a bona fide hero. Oh, I'm far more than that of a hero. The succession of the Dawn Servants fills us with uncertainty for the future, but there is clearly much we do not know. On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds that we might see Valcona for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? Just as his father offered us guidance, I'm hopeful that he will do the same. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please take all that you require. We're terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Ronique foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad. And if needs be, we'll seek Valcona's counsel. My thanks again for your time and the timber. We shall endeavor to return the favor. I hope to see you again soon. We have more than enough timber to fix the ties. Now we need to transport it to the station, which will be a bit more involved than I thought. I didn't expect we'd be given so much. Mind waiting here a spell while I round up a few more hands and a Ronique? I won't be long. I'm glad that went well, and thankfully it seems we won't need to make several trips for timber. Alright, complete that. Open that. Alright, and then Acacia Round. Oh, apparently I have some... I didn't realize I had gloves. Alright. Ooh, that's a pretty weapon. That is cool. That is actually really cool. I like that. While we wait, we could get started moving timber somewhere more accessible. It shouldn't take long if we split the work. Oh, speaking of... There's a blue quest. I'm going to drop this off really quick, and then I'm going to grab that blue quest. Didn't realize it was there. But that is actually an interesting point, though. Why do we... We still need one more... There's one more blue quest that needs to be unlocked. Usually they do them in pairs of two, so I'm kind of confused. I wonder if maybe it will... Maybe it unlocks after this blue quest? I don't know, maybe it's a... Yeah, we'll see. Alright. I should think this will be enough. That was mighty kind of you to move all that lumber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. We'll see to the rest. Thank you very much. Once we've repaired the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right, Chief? Or, as much as I'd love to make it so, there ain't any spots available. You'll have to wait for the one after, I'm afraid, but you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do to repay your kindness. That's fine. Namika and no few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right we go before they go before us. I hope you'll stop by and see the train off. It's a breathtaking sight, let me tell ya. And the Nita Wiki, whatever that is, will be driving. No engineer compares to her, and it's always a treat to watch her work. The only work we should be worrying about is our own, Shenza, and we still have more to do. Fair enough. I'll find somewhere quiet near the station to pass the time. If there's anything else in Shaloni you're keen to see, I'll leave you to it. Cool. See you then. Alright. So, there's at least one blue quest here. So... Oh, I am finally in the 96 class. Thank goodness. I was like, why is this taking so long to get to 96? Hi. Well met, traveler. Have you perhaps seen a Ronique calf around here? I spot... Excuse me? A Ronique calf? Perhaps a future pet? If you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and go find it. Oh, it's actually freaking massive. Okay. Alright, is there gonna be a purple that I have to fight something, or nope, just gotta grab it. Yeah, that thing is massive. It's like the size of me. Holy crap, why are you taking so long to move? Alright. There we go. Alright, cool. I'm not suggesting I'd go as far to kill the cow's parents, single one out. Yet I do make a point of trying to rescue any stragglers I happen across. See as much as... Thank you. Okay, cool. Alright, so there's that. So, any other blue quests before I head back? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. No more. There are quite a few regular quests, but I don't think that they're gonna be. I'm assuming that well, my guess is that there's probably gonna be a blue quest. I don't know. I feel like there should be a blue quest here. Not necessarily certain if there should be one on the train at the train, but yeah, let's see here. Ba 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 ba. All right. Find yourself a nice spot to sit or to watch the train, Aaronville. Had your fill of the sights? Well, they appear to have almost finished. Several cutscenes will play in sequence, blah, 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 blah. Yep. Wait for the train. Oh, that is a glorious train. Beautiful.
Glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
Most likely.
Here she comes!
Have fun! Bye-bye. Choo-choo! Oh, there's only like 2 passenger cars? Maybe not even that. What the hell? I was expecting way more.
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Careful, boys.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Tyrol. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yasolani. And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with. But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate dream.
Nice. Ba 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 ba.
Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yasolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Not another one?
You can't be serious.
What the hell? Ramu? Sorry.
Gods have mercy.
Oh, shit.
What in the flying? What's happening?
Oh, the train. Nitobekwe and the others.
My home lies that way as well.
Come on, Aaronville, let's go kick some ass.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
How much you want bet Estinian was on that train? As well. He's probably fighting whatever's in there. Let's go. The hell? What the hell is that?
What in the world? Are they heading for Tuliyola?
We need to follow that airship. Something doesn't seem right.
Heavens forfend.
You're here. Good, good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning. The people need our help.
Damn right they do.
Can you stand?
Try to remain calm, everyone.
I don't know what they are, but they're not men.
Someone help me, please.
You bastard! What the fuck? That's what I just said. Who are these assholes? Like, besides the fact that they're from the Golden City. The Golden City, quote unquote. Are they collecting their souls? What the fuck? What are they collecting?
What did it just do?
Is it Bakul or is it Galulu? Galul. It's Bakul. Cool.
Thank you.
Save their fakes. Just get to safety.
This is disastrous. What the hell?
And hold the line here. Fall back to the palace. Quickly, before it's overrun.
Thank you, Bako Jaja.
how I do things now. So, who wants to take my blade next?
Who is that? Something doesn't seem right about that. Who would have thought that we would be attacked by Alligans, or their equivalent here on the other, in Tuliolol. What? The hell? Something's not right here. Something's really not right.
That you should still live.
Zoralcha?
By the gods, what has happened to you?
This is your butchery, isn't it? After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
My demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuliolol and surrender of all its territories. Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
Have you gone mad?
No, my ambition remains unchanged. To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus win the world.
What has changed you so much and in so short a time? To harm the very people you swore to serve. This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
You have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer. By my hands, I will end your madness.
Papa, wait! I should be the one to do this.
No. His sins are mine to bear.
Fear not. Ozoralcha is strong. He has never been father's equal in combat.
Yeah, but he has that tech with him.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Come on.
Farewell, Sorolja, my son. And forgive me.
I don't think that's the truth. Something's not right. Something's not right. Something's not right. Fuck. Oh no. Oh no. We need to get that tech away from him.
Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed. You retain the vitality of two souls, despite the passing of one. I shall even the odds.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Papa?
Oh shit.
Even the blessed are mortal.
How are you still alive? That's my question.
You are no match for me.
Kick his ass.
On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title.
Kick his ass.
Very well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom. Strike me down, like I did father. Then will you be his worthy successor?
Sorolja, wait!
My warships will remain in your skies. When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
Shit.
Choose your next steps wisely.
They're trying, but they're not going to succeed. Yeah, that's really such a good song right now. That's, yeah. What the frick? Oh, I will not be able to take this seriously for the next while. How could this have... Alright. It's time to go kick his ass. Oh my gosh. Just the leather gear. Oh my gosh, what the hell?
Enough. I am beyond saving.
Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend? I'm right here. I'm right here. Look after my children. What? I'm an old fossil like you. I've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor.
How are you alive? That's my question.
You and I must go on another journey together someday. Aye, you can count on it. Oglamat. Kona.
Yes, Papa.
The graves of the Yokwi. You saw them, yes. I always found their teachings comforting.
Please. Father, you must save your strength.
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
Right. So, Val Clement, Falcona, I bring word from the city. The enemy has withdrawn, and the Lens Guard have begun rendering aid to the people. Casualties within our ranks have hindered progress, but we continue to do all that we can. Thank you for the report. Please inform the Guard. They are to prioritize such efforts until further notice. The people. I need to help them. We will assist you in whatever way we can, of course. Thank you. Thank you. There are sure to be wounded everywhere, more than I could count. We'll split up and help all of them. You can count on us. Alphino and Alice, could you take the Bayside Bevy and Kryle and Erenville, the palace perimeter? As for Hullabally, please come to the Resplendent Quarter with me. We'll all meet back here afterwards. Gotcha. Zeralja, what the hell? Fuck. Angered soldier. I think I'll be fine now. But we failed to protect the people. Why did so many have to die? Where Val Clement and Valcona? They're not to blame, I understand, I too, but I need to clear my head. Thank you, miss. But my husband and son, they were... Okay, there's at least one more in this. There. Thanks. I think I'm alright. Did you see them? Those soldiers. They looked like people, but they killed and killed with no hesitation. If they attacked us again, how can we hope to defend ourselves? Thank you. I thought I was done for. I heard something disturbing. The enemy leader, they say he looked like Zeralja. But that can't be true, can it? But the first promised attack his own people. But if it was him, what happens now? Is he going to come back? What do we do if he does? Thank you. My hand's much better now. But I can't stop shaking. Where did they come from? Why did they attack us? And why are those things still in the sky? We had peace under Galushacha. We were safe, but now... I'm almost debating for the remaining for a little while, instead of live streaming the story, live streaming the just like random stuff, because holy cow, now this is actually like real spoilers. You finished dating the people here? Thank you. There were children among the wounded. Children! No, now isn't the time. There's still others who need help. Could you go and see how things are at Talon March, and afterwards go and find Alize at Bayside Bevy? She's gonna help as many people as she can. Wait for a moment. Actually, here, let's just go down this way. Because I don't want to die. And I know that I would. I almost expected him to... I would have assumed that they would have... Well, they definitely did something here. Oh, they didn't put the statue in yet. Maybe it's not phased. I don't think it's phased because I think that there's... I don't think that these people would be... I don't know. I feel like Anyone at this point probably would be doing the story, so rather than hanging out around here. I've helped all those I could find and seen them delivered into the Landsguard care. As many casualties as there are, it would have been worse if the Landsguard hadn't fought as bravely as they did. And if Zeralja actually meant to harm the people. I mean, look around, the buildings are hardly damaged. I suspect his aim was more to incite fear, to show that he could strike whenever he pleases. But we can discuss that later. How's Lamati? Even after what happened to her father, she's trying so hard to fulfill her duty to the people. Still, everyone has their limits. She needs to rest, and soon. Someone mentioned seeing her head toward the shore. Perhaps she's gone to the Gleam Sands.
Steady now. I've brought you medicine. Drink.
There you are, Lamati. I was beginning to...
Come on. Come on. Take it. Please.
Oh, she is broken.
Lamati. Lamati!
How could I?
She's very broken. Shit.
Look at me, Lamati. You need rest. You and her both. I will tend to this soul.
But my people, I have to help them.
The Landsguard have matters well in hand. Trust in them. If there's another attack, your people will need you to protect them. They'll need you to be sharp. So please rest. Consider it your duty.
She's really not doing good.
I stood before them all. Said that we'd build a nation where everyone knows happiness. So much for that promise.
This is not you.
Good is a power of resolve who cannot save her people.
This is not you. This is Zeraljas. We'll handle this together. But this is not your fault. Remember that.
You'll stick with me.
Of course I will.
Thank you. My head's a little clearer now. I need to concentrate on what I can do rather than what I can't. We've dealt with unfriendly factions before. From Yokhui still longing for conquest, to adherents of blessed siblings, people who are unwilling to listen. Even so, I believe that by learning about one another and engaging in good faith, we could peacefully settle our differences. And we did. My brother is different. There'll be no reasoning with him. He killed our people, our father. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. What's more, he has power. The power to destroy the peace we've worked so hard to preserve. If I'm to protect that peace, then I must fight.
We'll take them down, don't worry.
I must confront Zorolja and kill him.
So, place your bets on that being the final dungeon or trial or something. I'm fine, I just need a moment to settle my nerves. Thank you for being there for me. And for urging me on despite all my sulking. Sitting around complaining isn't very leader-like, is it? So much has happened so quickly, I struggle to make sense of it all. The strange soldiers, those floating ships, the new powers Zoralja commands. Given everything he's done, and still intends to do, I know I can't afford to run headlong into battle, not this time. I cannot let this terrible pain in my heart lead me astray, but I will make it my strength, the strength to do what I must. Right, I'm heading back to the palace. I need to talk strategy with Kona. Could you and the others join us in a while? However we decide to proceed, I want you all to be aware of it. Oh, and could you tell Alice I'll be all right. She's probably at Bayside Bevy. Oh, you're back. By that, I take it to mean Lama T is feeling better. She needs to be strong for her people, for the people of Tyrol. I understand that, but she doesn't have to do it alone. So if she intends to fight, then we fight together. That said, I wish I knew exactly what we were up against. Me too. Alright. Ay, ay, ay. This outfit is so just, I don't know. It's clearly not a person, but it does look like it doesn't look like any automaton or magic Magitech weapon I've ever seen. As far and wide as you've traveled, though, perhaps you've encountered something similar before. Would you mind taking a closer look? It may yield some clues as to Zeralja's new powers. Yeah, something tells... this looks an awful lot like... From the distance, from a distance, its appearance seems to be simple armor, but upon closer inspection, its construction is quite intricate. The materials from which it is made is unclear, and you see no signs of a power source. The general shape of the weapon resembles a gun, but its construction suggests it's far more advanced than anything you've seen before. In place of where your eyes or mouth might be, you see a strange sigil on the front of the helm. You know what it reminds me of? Not the Omicrons, but like there's some there are some soldiers and stuff that are there with the Omicrons. Indeed. While it resembles a person, it has many features that make it uncanny. The lack of a face is not least of all. Did you see any sign of a power source? No. So it probably doesn't run on ceruleum or any other conventional fuels. I tried channeling Aether into it earlier, but there was no response. That would seem to rule out an arcane entity. It's completely lifeless now, far cry from the unstoppable enemy it was in the battle. Even the material it's made of is a mystery. Rather than metal, it's more akin to stone. Wait, haven't we seen this somewhere recently? That's right, the glowing stone used in the chamber when the gate with the gate to the Golden City. And while the soldiers are a different color, their warships are the same black as the stone of the gate itself. Yep. There has to be a connection. Let's share our observations with the others when we gather in Sunperch. The sooner we get to the bottom of this mystery, the better. Alright. We're gonna use the Aether Currents. Oh, I went too far. Whoopsie. Ugh.
Thank you for coming, everyone. And thank you for taking charge in the relief effort. We would have fared far worse without you.
Someone had to do it, that's all. Come, let's take stock.
Yep.
In terms of casualties, at least 50 died in the attack. And many times that number are wounded. All available healers are seen to their care.
That's good.
Structural damage at least is limited, so essential business can be conducted without issue. That said, the people are understandably shaken. We must assuage their fears and begin working to restore things to normal as quickly as possible.
Now, the most confounding mystery remains our enemy. And their mechanical soldiers created with technology that surpasses anything I've ever seen. What is their nature? And how did Zoralja manage to bring them under his command? Such things remain unknown.
It reminds me of the Omicrons.
They emerged from the dome encasing Yasolani. We're quite certain of that much.
Speaking of the dome, we have some theories, I'm told.
Indeed. I would like to call upon some helpers to join the discussion. May I invite them here?
Sure.
By all means.
Who are your helpers?
It's me. Permission has been granted. You can come in.
I have a feeling. Lopritz? Or something. Oh, no, it's Graha. And, of course, Y'shtola.
Raha! Y'shtola!
After that long voyage, I had hoped that we might be afforded a moment's rest, but I gather circumstances are quite dire.
All is well in the Annex, never fear. I've already dealt with the most pressing matters, and others hold the fort in my absence.
That's good.
Following the changing of Dawn servants, Gulul Jar Jar spoke about the Golden City to his two successors. Thanks to Wuplamart, I was allowed to attend that meeting. What I heard led me to conclude that this was a matter for the students. Thus did I call upon our comrades who possess the requisite expertise. It was actually after that the dome manifested. But, based on what we know, I have reason to believe that it is connected to the Golden City.
That wouldn't surprise me.
While we're eager to help, we have limited familiarity with the situation. Might we trouble you to explain from the beginning?
Blah 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 blah.
As you know, it was a letter I found tucked away in the Valdesian Annex.
Oh, I guess they're not doing that.
A letter from the Dawn servant, addressed to my grandfather, sent some 20 years ago.
The request to investigate the City of Gold.
Yep.
Indeed. The strange thing is, there was mention of neither Taral nor the city in our records. Hoping to learn the truth of my grandfather's mission, what he did and saw, I volunteered to help in the rite of succession. At the end of which, I was able to hear the tale from Gulul Jar.
Okay.
Like us, my grandfather went to the deepest chamber of the sky deep cenote. And, like us, he saw the gate to the Golden City.
Is that what you required our help with? This gate?
Nope.
It was. You see, the gate was opened once in the past. And
It led to another reflection.
Oh. You put that together real quick.
I can take the story from here. Considering my part in these affairs, I reckon maybe I'm best equipped to speak on the matter. I was there too, you see. In those ruins, together with Galuf and Galul Jaja. And what I saw that day, I'll never forget.
Oh, we're getting an echo.
This black stone is remarkable. I cannot help but wonder if the structures in this part of the ruins were built by a completely different civilization.
It was over 1,000 years ago that the giants mined here. Their records make no mention of glowing stones.
It harbors high concentrations of ether, and on the surface are what appear to be arcane patterns. They aren't elegant, or mahi, or meaning. If anything, they put me in mind of the calculations of the South Sea Islanders, but even then...
Seven hells! What did you do?
Nothing.
An earthquake?
A gateway.
None of this has ever happened before.
A void gate? This is different.
Wait. Kryl is from the other world. Kryl is from the other world. They were fleeing.
Now what's this?
What is this? Who are you?
Kryle's from the other world, and her parents wanted to keep her safe. Wanted to get her out of there. Well, shit.
Though it never opened again, Galuf continued to study the gate for years after that, hoping to learn something of value. All he could conclude was that it was built with unknown technology, and that it led to another world, one apart from the Void. We'd assumed the ruins themselves were the Golden City, only to discover that the real prize actually lay beyond the gate, and beyond our reach. Couldn't make head nor tail of the artifact either. As it had similar properties to the black stone in the ruins, we were convinced it was important, so Galul Jaja took it to the palace for safekeeping. Galuf, meanwhile, took the baby with him back to Charlian and raised her as his own.
I take that to mean that
Then the child was...
Kryle. Little Miss Kryle.
The earring inside the letter to my grandfather. It was apparently found amongst my swaddling clothes.
If this is true, then it means that you hail from another reflection.
Interesting.
So it would seem. I still struggle to take it all in myself. Looking back, Grandfather was always quick to seek distractions whenever I broached the subject. But never would I have guessed anything like this.
Interesting. Very interesting.
We have more pressing matters.
The forces that assailed Tuliyola. You suspect they are somehow connected to the Golden City?
Thinking back on it, the soldiers looked like they could have been made from the same black stone.
And leading them was Zeralja. His involvement also lends weight to the theory. On the day of the succession ceremony, a bandit took me unawares and knocked me out. When I came to, I found my home turned upside down, with a few particular items missing. Namely the keystones I was entrusted with, for my role as Watcher of the Gate.
The bandit. You believe that it was...
Zeralja, yep.
I only got a glimpse of him.
I thought he was dead, so I guess he wasn't killed.
Blue-scaled Hoovigo. I know no other.
The artifact stored at the palace was also stolen. The thief struck during the ceremony, and the guard was spread thin.
So our assumption is Zeralja somehow opened that gate to another reflection, where he acquired advanced technology and his mechanical armor.
Apparently.
dome is a product of this unknown reflection.
So I wonder which one it is then.
Hold on. We've been going on and on about the reflections. But what of my home? What's become of it?
Indeed. Where it concerns other realities, I dare say the Scions are best suited to tackle the task.
I think it's time we call in our last two allies.
Again, we've been to the literal edge of existence. Some mysterious giant dome shouldn't scare us.
As you know, our order has ostensibly disbanded. We'd thank you to be discreet about our unofficial reunion.
Worry not. We'll spare no effort to get to the bottom of this. And with our hero eager to help, you can be confident of the results.
That's true.
I'm coming with you. If that's where my brother is, then that's where I must go. I can't say I understand everything you're discussing, but I know what I have to do. I have to put a stop to Zorozha and restore the people's happiness.
Suffice it to say, I share Lamachi's desire to join you. However, under these circumstances, it would be unwise for both vows to be absent from the city.
Fair enough.
As such, I shall remain in Tuliyolal. Come what may, I will protect our nation. So go forth, sister, and do what you must.
Woo. Let's do this.
Thank you.
It may be prudent for us to likewise divide our forces. While one group ventures into the dome, the other keeps guard without.
Agreed. There's something I wish to investigate out here, so I will remain.
Okay.
I as well. The enemy's warships still loom overhead, and I would see that we are prepared for the worst.
I wish to go to the dome.
Okay.
As a student, I have an obligation to investigate this potential threat to the world. But I'd be lying if I said I'm not deathly curious about my origins. If there's aught to be learned, then I want to learn it.
Good.
In that case, please let me come too. I have to see what's become of my home. I may not be a fighter, but I know those lands like the back of my hand. I can guide you.
Okay.
If you hadn't offered, I would have asked. We're counting on you.
I'm not one for waiting around, so if it's all the same to you, I'll join the dome crew.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're my healer
You should
then.
accompany them, Graha. I expect your knowledge and experience will be useful. In the meantime, I intend to learn what I can about the gate, and will keep you apprised of my findings. Pray do the same.
Understood.
Assuming communication is possible from inside the dome, we'll maintain contact and share any developments.
Nice.
It seems our teams are assembled. A fine roster, I think.
Looks good to me. We'll find a way to deal with the threat. For the sake of Tural.
Yep. Let's do this.
It's truly heartening to have you at our side for this. Thank you, everyone.
I might just have to take Graha with me then.
Now, before we set off, there's one thing I need to do. The people are still shaken by the attack, and I'd like to reassure them as best I can.
Okay. Let's do this. Oh, and I'm getting my boots. I know we're in a hurry to set off, but before we do, I need to address my people. The peace we swore to uphold has been shattered. They need to understand what happened and how we intend to fix it. So, I want to call an assembly at the Winged Walk and assure them all will be well. But as shaken as they are, I don't know how many will come. It's those who are most distressed that truly need to hear your words. If you like, I shall seek out such souls and encourage them to attend. I'll help too. This is an important step in the city's recovery. Care to join us, Halabali? Sure, I guess I can do that. While you handle that, Ehrenfell and I will see to provisions for the expedition. Thank you. I'll go ahead and have my Lance Guard announce the address. People must first know there are going to be there's going to be one before they can decide whether or not they want to hear it. If you could see to the resplendent quarter at Bayside Beffy, Alize and I will split the rest of the city between us. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Let's split up. Oh my gosh, I'm already almost 98. Oh my gosh. Together as one. Yeah, 96. Ethernet. Down to here. Dumbfounded farmer. If Tuliolo falls to the enemy, what will happen to us, to our homes, our farms, everything we've worked so hard to build? I heard Val Wilclamot is planning to address the people, but what's the point? What can she and her brother possibly have to say? Really, the Dawn Servants have a plan already. They've lost so much, yet they're prepared to carry on. And standing around worrying what's to come won't change nothing. It would be a lie to say I'm hopeful for the future, but I will go and hear what they intend to do. I still can't believe we were attacked. For mercy, my family was spared. I don't know what I would have done had they come to harm. I understand Wilclamot is going to make an address soon. I'll be there, of course. Okay. So, I'm assuming then that there's other people that I need to... Sorrowful citizen? Please leave me be. My father is gone, leave me to mourn. Galul Shah is slain, and yet Wilclamot and Valcona still fight for our nation, for us? Very well. If they would speak, the least I can do is listen. Cheerful resident? How are you cheerful? Checking on everyone, are you? The city's definitely seen better days, but we can only spare so much time for mourning. Only by looking to the future can we overcome this crisis. We'll all need to do our part. I have no doubt Wilclamont and Valcona will share similar sentiments in their address. Yeah. Okay, so where is this last person, I wonder then? Maybe they're over here? I don't see anybody else over here. Ugh. Oh. There we go. It's not safe here. Not anymore. I could try to leave Tyrol, but where else is there to go? You look like the well-traveled sort. Please, I can't stay here. But I fear nowhere in Tyrol is beyond the enemy's reach. What of the lands across the Salt? I know. Even if I ran, I know I'd regret it in the end. I left Tyrol. This is my home, and I know the Dawn servants would give their lives to defend her. I'll put my faith in them and listen to what they have to say. Aye. You're flustered, so you are definitely someone I need to talk to. Whatever it is, I don't have time. I have to finish repairing this cart. There's only so much I can carry on my back. When those hello devils come again, I need to be ready. They can barely look after themselves. If we are to survive, I do not know if we can count on them. They're going to strike back at the enemy? So they resolve to face this. Maybe it's too early to be thinking of running. Alright, I'll go and hear their address. I have a feeling this stockpiling citizen is also someone who needs help. Sorry, miss, but I'm busy. Too much to do, too little time. There's no telling when these stone men will return. I have to get out of here and find somewhere safe. Val Wilclamont wants to speak to us. Perhaps she has a plan then. I suppose there's no harm in hearing what she has to say. I'm assuming, yeah, this person's fine. Oh, paranoid resident. That will be it. The soldiers come back. What of those strange machines looming overhead? Gods, I have so many questions. I see. It would put my mind at ease to learn anything of the threat we face. Alright then. I'll go to the Winged Walk. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Will Clement. Alright, we gonna go up? Looks like you've brought quite a few people, thank you. Alize had actually returned ahead of you, but upon hearing that you were still out there, she decided she was unsatisfied with her own efforts and left again. My apologies for involving you all in Tyrell's affairs. We are simply helping dear friends in need, having traveled the lands of Tyrell sharing the riches of culture. I can see no other way. What's more, Zeralja and his army pose a threat not only to Tyrell, but to the star as a whole. We will stand with you to protect what you hold dear. Thank you. I don't expect you've had much, if any, rest. How are you holding up? I'm fine, thanks to a little encouragement from Halabali. Alright, let's go do this. You needn't worry about me either. Whatever wariness I feel is no match for my desire to protect my people. We will restore peace to the nation and preserve our father's legacy. And it begins by speaking to the people from our hearts. Right. We need to see a few things first, but feel free to go ahead to the plaza and wait. Their father raised them well. That he did. Alright, let's go take care of things. Alright. I'm assuming that this is going to be voiced. So Bakul survived. That's good. Just in case.
Lamachi, are you all right?
No.
Yes. Don't worry.
No, you are not. Liar.
I'm ready for it. Fear, sadness, and anger. Everything.
I am the reason to your resolve. But more than that, I am your brother. You needn't bear this burden alone. Remember this.
He's damn right.
As you likely already know, my father, our former Dawn servant, lost his life in a recent attack. He challenged the enemy leader to a duel and fought with skill and valor. And for a moment, he believed he had won. But wielding an unknown power. His foe returned from death and struck him down. I could only watch as this happened. I could not tarnish my father's honor by interfering. Many of you have suffered terribly. You've taken wounds. You've lost friends and family. As vow of resolve, I failed in my duty to protect you. Words can't express the shame and regret I feel. And as much as it pains me to reveal this, the enemy leader was none other than my brother Zorolja.
Zorolja? It's true! I saw him!
We believe he staged the attack from Yasulani, which has been encased within a mysterious dome. I know that you're concerned for your loved ones there as well. But mark my words, I won't let Zorolja torment us any further. Our father gave his life to protect our nation, and I'm prepared to do the same.
You say that, but those metal monstrosities are still up there in the sky. What are you going to do about them?
The enemy is still on our doorstep, and waiting for them to strike again accomplishes nothing. That's why we're going to strike first. We are going to take the battle straight to Zorolja and put an end to it all.
And while my sister sallies forth, I will take charge of the city's defenses. Not another soul will come to harm. We swear to you.
Like our father before us, we will lead with resolve and reason to restore peace to our nation. So please, have patience and faith.
I'm with you, Wooklamot.
So the resolve goes on the attack, while reason shores up the defenses. Sounds like a fine plan.
Good job, Bakul.
Needless to say, you can count on my sword. Dural's my home, and I'll do my part for it.
Nice.
Hear, brother. That makes two of us. Or was that two of we? Never mind that. What of the rest of you? Will you let others do the work? Or will you do your part and fight?
We fight! We fight! We're two Leolans because we're united! We'll stand with you and weather the storm!
He's right. This is our nation, and it falls to us to protect it.
We'll fight too! For Tuliolan!
Yeah.
Me too! Me too!
We're all together in this!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We've already learned much about our foe, and we will continue to learn more. In time, we will have the means to make their warships fall from the sky. we join hands with our countrymen and our allies from afar, we're stronger than we dare to hope. Together, let us show the enemy the might of Tuli Yolal.
Damn right. Let's go kick some ass.
The beating heart of our nation, each and every one of you.
Let's kick some ass and take some names.
Uncertain days lie ahead, but for now, I ask you to persevere, to go about your lives as you always do. Only then can we ensure we have the resources to see our nation through these trials.
Yeah.
And when the time comes, we will strike.
Woo! Ugh.
Tuliyola will not fall. We will prevail, and peace and happiness will be ours again.
And with that speech over with, we're probably going to end the stream. I think I'm just going to complete this quest right quick, and then we will call it. Yep, there it is. So, listening to Wuklamot and Kona was I was reminded of my time in the First. While the Exarch was no king, I often found myself speaking before the people of the Crystarium in like manner, and through their deeds, they answered me. The people of Tural, too, will rise to occasion. This I can tell. Bada bing! Alphino is considering the... okay. Do-do-do. Just finish this right quick. Well, the hour of our departure is at hand. Those of us remaining here shall accompany you partway. Yep. I, for one, would like to see this the dome firsthand. We set forth as soon as everyone is ready. I will inform Wuklamot that... There you all are. Ah, Lamati. We were just planning to call on you. Are you ready to leave? I am, seeing the people come together as one, knowing they haven't given up hope. It was all the encouragement I could ask for. Alright. Cool. Alright then. Let's get going. We leave for Jacques Tural Skygate. And there we have it, everybody. That, my friends, is going to be the end of this stream. There's the quest accepted. Anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this live stream. I have been Electro Ninja, and I will see you all in the next one. But on...